Yeah, do you want to talk through the CD Projekt Red thing?
Yeah, so this is kind of interesting. CD Projekt Red, I don't think, has exactly been in the community's graces as much as it used to be in the past. Used to be in the past, as much as it used to be for quite a while now. Ever since the launch of Cyberpunk, really. Earlier this
Yeah.
week, CD Projekt Red
Well,
announced
even
that it
leading
had.
up to Cyberpunk, Luke. Hold on a second. Let's get the timeline straight here, because there was some really edgy, like not actually that cool marketing that they did before the launch of
Oh
Cyberpunk too.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
they've been working their way into like making people, the gaming community, mad for a while now.
When they were kind of the diamond child for a while there too. Anyways, earlier this week, CD Projekt Red announced that it had been hit with a ransomware attack that allegedly exposed the source code for games, including Cyberpunk 2077, Gwent, and The Witcher 3. So, kind of not all of it, but VX Underground reported Wednesday that source code had been posted on a dark web forum known as Exploit. Pretty on the nose right there.
Yep.
The starting bid was reportedly $1 million with a $500,000 bidding increment.
Wow.
That's reasonable. And a $7 million buy it now price. Forum users needed to put up 0.1 BTC, roughly currently $4,700, but it's always fluctuating.
Wow. Just to participate in the bidding?
Yeah. So really big ticket. They were looking for massive high rollers, The auction was originally intended to run for 48 hours. By Thursday morning, it had been closed successfully, quote unquote. There was an offer that was received from outside of the forum that was said to have satisfied the said hackers. There is some doubt about what has happened. This type of thing has happened before. If they don't receive a bid, they just close it and say like, someone else bought it. So that it doesn't look like a failure. Who knows? Maybe it was successful. Maybe they got $7 million. Maybe they got more. Maybe they got less. Or maybe they didn't get anything. There's a quote from MSISoft threat analyst Brett Callow, who said, "We have seen this behavior in the past with REvil, a ransomware group that threatened to release damaging information about Donald Trump, blah, 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 blah. Security experts analyzing the ransom note shared by CDPR have identified a hacking group known as Hello Kitty
Oh boy.
as the likely culprit. That same group was reportedly behind a ransomware attack on Brazilian power company CEMIG, or CEMIG, among others, late last year. What a fantastic name for their group. But yeah, kind of spicy. It's interesting. I believe it didn't mention it in the notes that I had just gone over, but I believe it also included at least some of the source code for the Red engine.
Wow.
Which is, to me, maybe more interesting than the games.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm sure there's some way for CD Projekt Red to figure it out soon enough if someone's got their hands on Cyberpunk 2077 source code in a game that obviously would have to run on the Red engine. Like if you're a developer that's like, oh yeah, suddenly we're licensing Red engine and like we've got a lot of like
looks and feels really similar.
Yeah.
don't look too closely. There is a note here. Sorry, I guess I didn't see that right away, but the sellers also reportedly provided file listings for Gwent and the Red engine that underlies CDPR's games as proof that the data was authentic.
Wow. This is
not quite what I thought, but
this is a crazy leak. I just have no
pretty
idea.
Nuts.
Someone could have bought it. Like, I don't think any Western game developer would buy this out of fear that CD Projekt Red would go after them once they inevitably figured out who had it. But if you were like, say, a Chinese game developer or something like that, I could conceivably see you just kind of hiding behind the shield of the Chinese government, basically just not allowing CD Projekt Red to litigate this, and just
like
being
a
like,
small
YOLO.
new studio that for some reason has a crazy amount of money behind it, because you could just learn a lot even if you didn't use it in your game, you could learn a lot
A
from
lot.
something like that. Like maybe what not to do.
Haha.
No, but seriously,
Got
you
him.
could you could genuinely learn a lot from a code base like that. So it's interesting. It's really interesting.